Hey guys, Juz here. Just wanting to do this video as like sort of a celebration of hitting 100 subs here on YouTube. I get a lot of questions about like what is in my office, in my background when streaming, so I thought I'd do like a little bit of a video just to take you through my creative space, what I look at for 12 hours whenever I stream, and just the sort of nerdy collection stuff that I've gathered over the years that might interest some people. So hopefully you dig it. Alright, so straight off the bat, I don't want any pop vinyl figure collection slander. A lot of these are gifts that I've gotten from other people, as well as I think it's a pretty cool and quick and easy way for people to get into collecting figures. As you can see, I obviously like got some pops as well as some like actual figures and stuff like that as well. But yeah, don't hate on people that collect pops, man. We all do what we need to do to show our love towards the series that we enjoy and stuff. So I reckon pops are not as bad as what everyone makes out to be. But this is my Demon Slayer collection. I have a couple of My Hero figures as well in the pop vinyls. I'm not a massive My Hero guy, but I do like All Might and Eraserhead. They're two actually peak characters. Pretty big on Demon Slayer. I read through all of it before the second season came out. The stuff that UFO Table are doing with it is actually ridiculous. I've got some movie tickets from when me and my missus went to go see the movie in cinemas. And I got these cool little mystery box collectibles as well that have like the banner of the character and their weapon, which I think is really, really cool. Really nice detail. I wish more anime companies and anime series actually got this sort of treatment. I think it's sad that only Demon Slayer blew up this big. But it is obviously making a difference for anime globally, which is really cool. Onto the first collection that I actually first started collecting. So Tokyo Ghoul was the first anime that my partner showed me when it was releasing. I grew up watching Dragon Ball and stuff, which we'll get there to the Dragon Ball shrines. But Tokyo Ghoul was definitely one of the ones that she showed me that sort of made me fall back in love with anime. After watching season 1, I ended up starting to collect the manga, and then I read the manga afterwards, after completing I think season 2 and falling off. Read didn't really do it as much for me as the original series, but I did binge read the hell out of that, so I feel like I might need to go back and re-experience it, just to see if it is actually good and I just binge read it way too quickly. But yeah, some collectible postcards, again, pops. These were like the first anime-esque things that I was purchasing when I first started to get into it. I think some of them are cool too. And then I'm a massive Doom fan. Whenever I'm also actually in a band, and whenever we play gigs, I often wear like a gaming themed shirt, mostly Doom. It always gets a lot of comments from people in the crowd, which is sick. Ignore the Ethernet cable, by the way. So yeah, that's the first shelf done. I've done some rearranging since filming this video, but I'll probably do an updated one once I end up getting a couple more manga collections started and stuff like that. But this was the most recent one that I filmed, so apologies for the shaky camera work as well. And we're on to the Dragon Ball shrine. So again, Dragon Ball was like this thing that I grew up with. It was something that like meant so much to me when I was like younger. I remember watching it on Cheese TV, which if there's any other Australians watching this, I'm sure you all remember and know Cheese TV. It raised all of us if you were a 90s kid. I got these Manga Dimension, Goku and Vegeta. They're probably my most expensive figures, I think, that I've purchased myself. And they just look really clean. No matter what angle you look at, they look like they're 2D drawn on the page. That's really cool. I never really got into card collecting, like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And now Dragon Ball also has a card thing. But one of my mates actually got me that collectible card too. That is actually graded. So, pretty cool. And then Ichiban Kuji prizes, I think, are also just some of the coolest things, whether it's a hand towel, a shot glass, whatever. I just think it's a really cool collectible thing. Some bookmarks. We don't talk about GT, but I did buy it, but we don't talk about it. The first shelf of Dragon Ball. Onto the next shelf of Dragon Ball. Vegeta with eggs all over him, Vegeta eating noodles, Goku eating noodles. More Dragon Ball figures. The Frieza and the Goku one are pretty cool. Frieza's probably one of my favorite villains in anime, so there's a lot of Frieza love here. Beerus is also sick. And I have an Initial D car, because Initial D is peak anime. If you have not watched or read Initial D, you need to. I'm not into cars. I'm into Initial D. So again, more pops. This is probably like the biggest of my pop collection, is like all the Dragon Ball stuff, because again, like it was a really easy thing for people to go to for presents for me. It was like a birthday or a Christmas thing. They were like, oh, he likes Dragon Ball, so we'll just buy him a Dragon Ball pop. I started to get into like the model kits, so I got a Frieza, Gogeta, and Gotenks. Gotenks is probably my favorite Dragon Ball character. He's just so sassy and stupid. It's hilarious. These mini ones again were just mystery prizes from gacha machines. The detail in them is pretty good as well, I think. I think, like, you know, for a little gacha thing that costs, I think, $4, they're pretty cool. And these key rings as well, all the same sort of thing, just from gacha prizes. Again, I'm really sorry for the camera work. I don't know why I'm so shaky when I do these things. And then we move on to like a more gaming section for pops. So Sly Cooper, some Spider-Man ones, Jin from Ghost of Tsushima, Sekiro, some other figures that I obviously couldn't fit on the shelf above. As you probably know if you're watching this channel, I'm a massive Apex player. So again, people just buy me stuff for Apex and I love it. So yeah, that is the shelf 2, the Dragon Ball Shrine. The way I've got this set up in my room, the sun hits this section of the room so fucking nice. It's so beautiful. Down here, I'm also a massive fan of Alien and Predator. Mostly Alien. So I got a lot of Alien pops, as well as some really cool Alien figures. So that's an Alien figure just there. I got him over some skull candles because I thought that looked cool. And that is a replica alien head, which I think is just one of the sickest things that you can get. I actually bought that off a friend secondhand, so I'm so glad they wanted to part ways with it. Onto the Berserk Shrine. I've recently moved this, so it's a bit more spread out. You can see a bit more of it. But I've got all the deluxe editions of Berserk. This is like a little mural card that my partner did for me for one of our anniversaries. I've moved it out of the way just so you can see it. Yeah, that's the entire collection. I've also got volume 14 now, but as of recording this, I hadn't. And then I started collecting some of the singles as well. This is a little Behelit that my partner also made for me from clay, which I thought was really cool, really cute. And this year as well, last year, I actually got heaps into Zelda. I played Breath of the Wild and then went straight into Tears of the Kingdom, and I absolutely loved it. And now we move on to JoJo's. So JoJo's was something my partner introduced to me and was like, you need to like check this out. Everyone talks about it. It sounds great. I was hooked from season 1. She sort of wasn't into season 1 as much as I was. Here you've got all of Diamond is Unbreakable, most of Golden Wind. I've also got the Tenga knockoff Sex Pistols. Yes, they are actual pocket pussies. I have to be very careful not to show this on YouTube, but I did do a video unboxing those if you guys want to see that. I'll put a link somewhere. These are all the villains from Golden Wind, which I thought was a little cool collectible thing. I've got all the Blu-rays as well. Got the Manga Theory in Practice, which is just Araki talking about his creative process. And I have JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Eyes of Heaven, because, of course, you need that. It's a meme. It's a TikTok meme. We need that. We need memes in our life. These are just some cool pins and art that I've gotten from creators that I've sort of seen online or gone to conventions and seen. I just think some of them are really cute, really cool. We've also got these really cute chibi stickers from part 3 of JoJo's. And then we come up to the top where I have parts 1, 2, and 3 of JoJo's displayed. Really cool Joseph figure. Really cool Jotaro figure. Thus spoke Rohan Kishbe. And then the Golden Wind chibi characters from the same artist that did the other one. Yes, that is Polynarif's link. Don't at me. But yeah, I also have a Dio Nendroid. That's actually my first Nendroid. I'm unsure if I'll collect more Nendroids. They're really cool, but they are a lot of pieces, and that's why I'm worried about taking them out of boxes and losing the bits. I should definitely put him on display. I think he deserves it. Dio is probably my favorite villain in anime. The Jotaro is sick as well. Why does he wear 2 belts? Is it because he's just a Chad? Probably. I'm also a big fan of Crash Bandicoot. It was like the first video game that I ever played. So when they did the remake of the first 3, I was in heaven. And I'm halfway through the 4th game. It's also very good. The bookshelf actually used to be over here where all these were on display. I picked up all of these from artist alleys in conventions, like Sydney Smash, all that sort of stuff. Focus, there you go. But so many artists is so talented. If there's more people that do this sort of stuff, I want to know about it so I can display more of it in my office. Because I just love looking at art. It always just inspires me a bit more. Makes me want to create, you know what I mean? This is some of my Blu-ray collection of anime that I've purchased over the years as well. Some PS4 games in there as too. The Art of Doom, The Art of Doom Eternal, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls. Massive like art worshipper in terms of those games. These are some other figures that are a bit lesser quality, but I still have them, and I still want to display them, obviously, so they're just tucked away in a smaller bookcase. That frieze is actually pretty cool, I think. I like the pink. Vibrant. And then we're on to the Inoue Shrine. So that is all of Vagabond and nearly all of Real. Artorias, the Abyss Walker from Dark Souls. Again, a massive Dark Souls fan. Elden Ring was so good. So yeah, I'm missing a couple of Real, so I haven't started that yet. Vagabond, I'm currently doing a read-through, or a second read-through. I read like the first 2 and then had to wait till I got more of them. So when I finally completed it, I just binged through it. Onto the Fujimoto Shrine. So I also love Chainsaw Man. Makima, I will bark for you. Please tell me to. So yeah, I read Chainsaw Man first, and then I got into Fire Punch. Fire Punch is definitely a lot darker. If you're not into really dark, really disturbing stuff, I would not recommend getting into Fire Punch. But Chainsaw Man is really, really good. Then we go into Hell's Paradise. I really liked Hell's Paradise as well. I'm sad their second series didn't get as much love as what it should have. Small collection of Dandadan and A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice is the first anime movie that I cried like a sobbing man to. It is so emotional. And then One Punch Man. These cute little keyring, Assassination Classroom dudes. They're a bit dirty. And then we have Assassination Classroom all the way up to volume 14. Ghost in the Shell, Elfen Lied, Prison School, and then some actual books, some word books. Disgusting words, no pictures. What? That's not okay. I haven't read Elfen Lied yet, but when I watched the anime first, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I know it gets memed on for being just an edgelord show, but I think it's pretty cool. That is all of the manga that sits behind me in my streams and in my office. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about all that sort of stuff, make sure you come in and I can show you any volumes or talk about any series that I have read or that I've gotten into. This is my desk. I got some cool art pieces behind my monitor just to inspire me. Makima, of course, telling me what to do. Love that. More Makima, more Chainsaw Man. I think Chainsaw Man is probably one of the best new gens. Just the story writing and everything I think is peak. So if you haven't read Chainsaw Man, do it. So I have a JJK shrine. This is in my living room. So I've got all of JJK physical up to date. Again, I've got a couple more than what's in this video. This video was recorded like last year. A couple more Itadori pops. These are actually mostly my partners, and I just claimed them for my collection because that's what we do. Any One Piece figures, they go with her collection because she has all of One Piece. So yeah, we just like keeping our collections like sort of nice and clean looking. This is actually a Death 13 drawing that my partner did for me. Some photos of me and my partner. And some more pops. Satoru and Suguru. Itadori watching movies because that is the best training that you can do. Given was a BL series that my partner got me into. She was worried that I wouldn't like it because it is a BL series, but you know, I don't discriminate against that sort of stuff. I thought it was amazing. If you are a musician or like music, you'll find that series great. Onto the Eva shrine. So this is probably like one of my smaller shrines just because Eva stuff is expensive. But I got an Asuka Pop. I got a Keisofai Evangelion case. I got a Shinji Cup. Again, Ichiban Kuji prizes. I got the crab, the Unit 02 crab, which I think is such a cool little model kit that I got. I've got the Unit 1 model kit. I've got my ladies. And then I've got the manga sets as well. They do a perfect edition, but it's not in English. But it looks so clean. I'm tempted to buy it in German or something, just so I can have it on the shelf because it looks so goddamn nice. Miss Masato, best girl, by the way. And then this is the final bookshelf. So this is where I display my Akira 35th anniversary box set. I think it's the 35th anniversary. It could be the 20th anniversary. I can't remember. But the Akira box set. I loved the Akira movie. I've read the first manga. I haven't read any more. As you can tell, I've got a lot of backlog to read. But yeah, that's a little Akira figure that I got. Again, gacha. Maybe I have a gacha addiction. Who knows? First volume 1 to 3 of Sergeant Frog. Then we come down to the Astro Boy worship. So Astro Boy omnibuses 1 and 2, Adam volume 1 to 3, Pluto volume 1 to 2, and Dororo, and then Dororo and Hyakimaru. I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. I didn't like the remake manga that much, but the anime was peak. The first 2 volumes of Bleach, they were actually from my partner. She was like, oh, I don't really need these in my collection, so I took them off her hands for her. Then we got Way of the House Husband 1 to 9, Trojan X 1 and 2, Planets 1 and 2, and then I Have No Goddamn Enemies 1 to 5. Peak fiction. If you haven't watched Vinland Saga, do it. Do it. I will not take anything else as a response. You need to do it. There's also some frog squishmallows there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection, pretty small. The Last Ronin is really good. And then my partner also got me the Best of TMNT, just for when I'm feeling something that's not Japanese and more original comic sort of feel. Again, some pops and a little action figure of Michelangelo. Best boy. And then we move on to like a Death Note collection, as well as like a couple of other things. So I got the 2 black editions, the all-in-one edition, and then some of the light novels and short stories. Volume 1 of Golden Kamui, Super Dimensional Love Gun, which apparently is really fucked up. I don't know, I haven't read it yet. And then Fist of the North Star. And that is all of my manga collection. Again, if you'd like to see any more of it, let me know. Here's a quick little brief a run over of my partner's manga collection, if you'd like to see her do a video on it as well. I can try and convince her to talk on camera. It'll be wild, it'll be weird, it'll be funny. But yeah, you can see all of her One Piece figures in this nice little glass cabinet. And she definitely has a lot more manga than I do. She puts me to shame. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for helping me hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. That is an amazing number that I didn't think I would ever actually reach. Here's to 2024. Here's to hopefully growing a bit more, having a bit more conversation and stuff with you guys that are enjoying the content. And yeah, I hope to catch you guys around, jump into a stream sometime. And I'm always willing to have a chat and talk if you guys ever want to talk about anime, manga, video games, anything. So yeah.